What's going on, everybody? 2Bob29 back in the lounge yet again. Make sure to kick back, relax, and grab some snacks. I got with me the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend. It is Flex da Don, and we are live on the Twitch live channel doing some character gameplay preview at 6-star gold of Penta Era. So what's going on, Flex? Talk to me.
Fearless gameplay tonight. My stream mate Bob and myself, we're diving into Penta, a different kind of character. We're going to show you his primary build, damage build. He does the work. Just be patient. Watch him. It's not as bad as people say he is. So just watch and see the damage just melt off. Watch the HP just melt off.
Shout out to Flex for this moveset. We're going to just hop right on into it. Penta's got a solid purple and blue moveset. So we're starting out with the Mexican Destroyer. Force your opponents to skip a turn and then gain 10 blue MP. We also have the Sacrifice finisher, 10 blue MP finisher. Very oddball style of move and gameplay, but you turn the entire board into a mobile gems, and then you pick and choose a 2x2 area to make it to trap gems. And then if your opponent breaks even a singular trap gem, you make 40 random gems into multiply gems. And then the Penta Driver turning 42 multiply gems into purple gems, with also the reversal side of things, where if your opponent increased their move damage, you deal 1,000,000 damage, and then you deal 20 million bleed damage to your opponent for 2 turns and steal his turn. So careful with increasing your move damage against this guy. The entourage for this one, we've got Mello, we've got Sherry, we've got Santa, we got Seth and Nardo. So huge multi-gem increases for Sherry and Seth. That'll take our times 5s and pump them all the way up to times 12s. We've got Mello and Santa for the 6 purple MP to get this show on the road. And for the strap, like I mentioned before on my videos, I'm going to be using some tier 6 medals moving forward. And we have a 100% strap on Penta here, and some very oddball skill plates. So the nearing end, because we're making a mobile gems, we get 350% gem damage for 1 turn. For some reason, it's not counting the turn, but it's working, and that's what we're going to be using. As well as the purple rumble plate, the Mischief. Whenever you destroy 30 gems, generate 30 purple gems at the end of your turn. So we're going to hop right on in here against Big Papa Pump and see some Big Papa damage. Let's showcase what Penta is working with. So the Mexican Destroyer, skip a turn and gain all that MP for 6 MP. Huge numbers. And now it seems weird, but we're hitting the finisher to set up for the real finisher. So the entire board goes into a mobile gems, and then you got to pick and choose a 2x2 area for your opponent to swipe. So I like this area with the purple gems down here. My opponent will have to swipe these because all of the other gems are immobile gems. And that's going to be the only way that he's allowed to kick out, is by swiping those. By swiping those, we turn a majority of the board into times 12 purple gems. And those purple gems are worth 4 million plus damage apiece. And we're going to go ahead and turn all those purple gems, or all those multi-gems, into purples. And just in case we missed any, which we only have some immobiles left over, this is where the purple rumble comes in. And just like that, a cool, smooth 180 million damage without the gear. Let's check that out with the gear right now. Alright, and as you can see, we got a new setup for Mr. Penta. He's got the new blue gear. And with that gear, we are doing an additional 200% purple gem damage. So for this setup that does pure purple gems, boy oh boy is it absolutely insane. So once again, we're going to stun him. We're going to get our MP. We're going to go ahead, turn the whole board into immobile gems. And we're going to pick an area that he can swipe into. So I like these 2 black gems over here. He's going to turn essentially the entire board into times 12s for us again. And now our regular purple gems are dealing 431k, while our multiply purple gems, instead of dealing 4 mil, are dealing 5.1 mil, close to 5.2. We're going to go ahead and turn the entire board into those crazy multi-purples. And now for the purple rumble on the back end. for a cool 222 million damage. It's almost like Flex knew that the 2 setup was going to be just for me. But huge shout out to him for this moveset. Really liking the look of Penta so far. Definitely an oddball, but this is not bad. Not at all. Alrighty, so on for our next moveset, and this is going to be the Back to Basics with Bob moveset. This is a very oddball one, but I like the way it looks. It actually plays a lot better than I was hoping it would. And I guess this is what I first saw when I looked at this character and was like, this is very Hornswoggle-esque. He's got a permanent move dodge chance with these Juggernaut gems. So you make 2 random 2-turn jugs that increase your move dodge chance by 100% for 1 turn, and then at the end of the countdown of the jugs, you get 3 purple MP back. You got the Knife Edge Chop, which makes 2 more random 2-turn Juggernaut gems that make 3 random power gems of 1 million strength, and then increase the power gems by 500k at the end of the countdown. And of course, we're bringing back the Mexican Destroyer, the skip turn and gain blue MP move. So the entourage for this one, we're keeping Mello for the purple, we're keeping Santa for the extra 1 purple MP. But I know it doesn't say it, and I know that they're going to be in the gray section of the entourage. However, both Turtle Kofi and Ray work on these power gems. So we're getting an additional 350% strength on these power gems. They will not be 1 mil, they will be 4.5 mil a piece. The strap doesn't matter for this. The skill plates doesn't matter for this. You can literally run this with absolutely nothing on it. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and check this one out. As Flex alluded to earlier in the stream, this is more of a boss battle style build. But I can dig it. I can definitely dig it. This is not going to be your typical feud leaderboard chasing build. And a lot of people are going to say, that's slow. And yeah, I get it. But it still damn well works. So let's check it out. We got our backstabber. Unfortunately, so I goofed. I was so thrilled to get to showcase this moveset. I used my blue move, which wouldn't be loaded. It would be the purple move here, which I'm just going to go ahead and use right now. That's really helpful for the stun and for the MP gain. So I'm not going to use the backstabber twice. We're just going to use the Knife Edge Chop once. And we're going to go ahead and swipe. Since we have a blue match here, I might as well swipe it. Nothing to lose there. That would be our 4 MP. We would now be at 5 MP. So these would not be charged. I'm going to go ahead and pretend that that's the case. And we're going to go and take our purple match that we have here. And now you're going to see we immediately dodge both of these moves effortlessly. He's going to swipe, get some huge movement on the pin bar there. This would have given us our purple back, and we also managed to swipe our blues back into it. So now we can go ahead and throw out our first set of jugs, our second set of jugs. We can hit our purple move one more time. We can stun him with the purple move and get our blue MP back again. And then we can put out our jugs another time. So there you go with the first set. There you go with the second set. So now we have 4 jugs for each of these. And if you check out these power gems, now that they've been boosted, they are over 9 million damage apiece. So let's watch all that health go poof with a singular blue swipe. Boom, there's 54.7 million damage on a 3 swipe. At this point, we've put out a bunch more Juggernaut gems, or a bunch more power gems, I should say. We have a very easy 3 swipe here as well. That was 99.3 mil. We once again have the dodge chance. Unfortunately, Steiner does have a sub, so that is a little annoying to have to deal with. But nevertheless, we have all of these power gems left on the board, and he's already in danger. So as long as I can swipe out of here, which I can fairly easily, and I can just go ahead and make one final 3 swipe, he is done for. And even with the remaining power gems, that was another 45 million damage. So yeah, definitely a bit slower against boss. You're not going to get subbed, so nothing to worry about there. Unfortunately, it's a little annoying. But crazy, crazy, crazy damage. Really a fan of that one. Per the chat's request, shout out to you, Sensei, we decided to switch up the entourage on this one. Instead of going with the Turtles, we're breaking out Seth Franklin Rollins and Streakberg himself. So we're going to start with our purple move again. There's our stun. There's our MP gain. we can go ahead and put out not only 2 but 4 sets of Juggernaut gems here. We can put out 4 sets of Juggernaut gems here as well. We don't have a blue match. That's okay. We do have a purple match. He is stunned. There's a lot of power gems on the board. Not a worry there. We can go ahead and take a swipe. That's 12.5 mil on power gem damage. We got the infinite move dodge here. But if he gets that red swipe, which he did, that's what's going to get him close to the sub like last time. We do get all of this purple MP back. Our power gems are sitting at about 3 mil now after they've all been increased. But we have a lot more of them. So let's go ahead and see, after we put our Juggernaut gems out there one more time, just how strong all of these hits will be. It looks like the only thing I have here that I can take is this red match or the purple match, but the purple will pin him. So I'll take this red match. There's 36 mil. And all the power gems are going to go ahead and generate one more time. We can take this 3 swipe, and that is a 42 mil hit. So looks like less on the power gem damage overall, but another option if you don't have those turtles. All right, and for our final moveset, the finale moveset, which they all want us to go ahead and use, it is the triple black, so 3 brand new moves. We got the Sling Blade, which makes the bottom 2 rows into 1-turn countdown gems that all deal 100k apiece and increase the strength of your multiply gems by 1. We've got the Seated Rear Chin Lock, 19 random sub gems, 700k for 2 turns, but the key is that they all turn into ×2 multiply gems once they are done. And the Pendulum Drop Kick, choose a 7x5 area to swap into black gems, and if your opponent is a defensive, you generate 10 more ×10 multi-gems. The entourage for this might seem similar. That's because it's identical to the one that we ran for Flex's purple and blue setup. It is the same exact setup. It's Mello, Sherry, Santa, and Sethanardo, because we are going to generate a bunch of very strong multi-gems. Mello's going to give us that black MP now instead of the purple MP, and Santa's still needed. The things that are different, though, is certainly the skill plates. We're going to go ahead and show off the new Fearless Stare skill plate. Whenever you make 6 or more submission gems, increase your black gem damage by 200% for 2 turns. And it is the time to get Radical skill plate. Whenever you activate a black move, increase your black gem damage by 50% for 1 turn. So let's go ahead and check this bad boy out. All right, so we're going to start out with our Sling Blade. We got the bottom 2 rows into countdowns that are all going to increase our multi-strength. We're going to hit the Seated Rear Chin Lock, and we're going to hope that they don't wipe a bunch of those out. They only got a few of them. They did take out some countdowns, but that is okay because we now have ×20 gems on the board. Black gems are just short of 400k, whereas the black multis are just short of 7.8 million damage. So we're going to go ahead and choose a 7x5 area to swap, and there you have it. Boom. Writing over as many of those as we can. And very simple, very straightforward. 116 million damage for Penta on that moveset. So damn strong for Mr. Penta.
So here's what you're going to do. You ready for this one?
All right, yeah, lay it on me, Flex. Talk to me. What are we doing?
Get rid of the subplate.
We're getting
Keep
rid
the
of the
sub-build.
subplate.
Get rid of the subplate.
Okay.
And you know what you're going to throw on there?
What are we doing?
You're going to throw the OG drip.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. You're going to proc that.
Oh, yeah. Goodness. All right, there it is. Of course, it's on my
OG drip right now.
Alrighty. Well, this is some 2-Bob After Dark style stuff going on here. Let's test this one out. Alright, so first things first, we got our Sling Blade. 2 rows into countdowns. That's some ×7s. We got the sub out
That's 2
here.
rows, by the way.
And
wow.
That is more ×7s.
At silver, it's only 1x, by the way. One column.
Boom. Holy. Well, we got 275k on the regular black gems because we took off the plate. But our multi-19s are 5.2 mil. Our multi-21s are 5.8 mil. And there is a bunch of them. So I'm thinking we go
Smash it.
up here because we'd only take one down here compared to the two here. So let's
I would go down one.
yeah.
I would
Would you?
go rows 2 to 6.
We can do
Because
that.
you're gonna
That's
clip
fine.
the extra black gem there too, and you're gonna get the 21. You're gonna clip that.
Let's do it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, because you're gonna get the 221s up top. I'm sorry. You're
All
right.
good.
Why
No,
don't I, why
no.
don't I question Bob? Too many
Still
questions, Bob.
159 mil. Absolutely wonky levels of damage, to put it kindly. Is the drip plate needed? No. Can you use the Penta Fearless there? Sure. But at the end of the day, let's be honest with ourselves, all right? Penta's damn good.
Because this time I won't screw you up on. I didn't see the 221s up top.
You're
That
all
was my
good.
fault. Unbelievable. Bob will never let me live this down.
I'll never remember it.
The Acolyte would work, but you'd be sacrificing 50 to 2 times because you have the black moves 2 extra times with the Radical.
Oh man, we kept
At
all of
least
our
once or
countdowns
something.
here. Holy. Well, we know where we're going with this one.
Yeah, that's an easy one. I can't mess you up
Jeez.
on this. Yeah, this is a lot different than the 6-star silver. So he scales a lot
Oof.
when you go from silver to gold. Just keep that in mind when you look at our previews.
164. Goodness.
That was what, 35 seconds of pain?
Yeah,
That's not bad.
for a sub build no less, right? Goodness.
Here's the Bob.
Alrighty, we are back with some Penta gameplay. I thought we were done. We are not done. I forgot to showcase Penta's super awesome hot tag move at 6-star gold. It is 25 million damage, and then make 42 random gems into multiply gems of strength 6. We're going to go with a entirely different moveset than what you've seen so far. It's going to be the Sling Blade, the Mexican Destroyer, and the Penta Driver, so black, purple, purple. And for the entourage, we got on Mello and Santa again, but definitely some weirdo characters for trainers and coaches. Not using multi-gems because it's coming from the hot tag, but we're bringing out Shelton Benjamin. That is right, the powerhouse, the gold standard, as Flex loves to call him. Shelton Benjamin is back with 60% purple gem damage, and we got Zombie Brett for 40% purple and 60% multiply gem on that one. We also switched up the skill plates. We got the Heart of Jade. Whenever you make 6 or more countdown gems, increase your purple gem damage by 100% for 2 turns. And the Mischief plate is back. The Purple Rumble. Destroy 30 gems, make 30 purple gems. And one last and final thing to note. Penta has a tag counter reduction bonus. So you will walk into a fight. He will be 1 turn away from being ready to be tagged in. What you can do is you can use somebody with a sub to make sure your opponent doesn't have MP for when you tag him in. It is also not necessary because Penta himself has the stun move, but nevertheless, I said that Hornswoggle was a super fun character, and Penta reminds me of him, so why not tag him with the guy, right? Let's go ahead and check this out.
This guy Bob scares me. But it's a brilliant build. Brilliant build.
So all we're going to do, we can hit the sub, obviously, like I said, but just for the purposes of showcasing Penta and Penta alone, we're just going to take a swipe. That's all we're doing here. I want it to cascade as least as possible. That's the goal. Ludwig's going to do his fancy stuff because we don't have the tag out just right away. So there we go. There's our swipe. Penta's ready to tag in. His moves are locked and loaded, but the hot tag starts off first. There's 25 mil. There's 42 multiply gems. We got our Sling Blade out there as well. And we got the skip turn. And now all we got to do is find a swipe. Unfortunately for us, we don't really have many great ones. We can avoid a pin if we take these 2 countdowns down here, or we could say screw it and we got to take a couple of multi-gems instead. But I would like for Ludwig to not be able to get rid of any of our gems, so I'm going to eat the 2 countdown gems down here. That's fine. He's still stunned for that 1 turn, and boom, all of our time 6s are into time 18s. Our regular purples are 380k. Our times 18s are 7.3 million damage. And we're going to turn all of those multi-gems into purple gems. Boom. And if that wasn't enough, guess what? We got the Mischief Plate, so another big boom. And just like that, 250 million damage with Penta.
Evil. Brilliant.
You know, huge shout out to Flex for helping me make this video. Appreciate the help, appreciate the setups, appreciate the builds. Huge shout out to the Twitch live chat also for helping us look into some different entourage possibilities and setups for Penta Era Penta. Flex, any final words for our recording here?
This was fun. It was fun watching them. Again, there's two types of builds I generally wouldn't run. Most players that we converse with a lot generally don't run, being a sub build and being a finisher to another move build. But he's just different. But he's really strong. He gets the job done, and he's good for a lot of different uses. So he's a very interesting card. I'll put it at that. So it was fun running that one.
Yeah, he's definitely an oddball one, but you know what? He's got that charismatic, you know, style and flair to him, and I think they did a damn good job of encapsulating that in a character for us. I stand by what I said earlier, that he looks like a different, fun version of Hornswoggle, and he feels just like it.
Yeah.
Again, maybe I'm a weirdo for thinking that, but I like to think that he's got some outside of the box style of gameplay. He is very fun, for me at least, for the type of gameplay that he has. And I'm looking forward to this Penta Era weekend. So that'll be it for this one, everybody. So until next time, have a good one.